Hesychasm is a mystical tradition within the Orthodox Christian Church that emphasizes the cultivation of inner stillness, prayer, and direct communion with God. It is a term derived from the Greek word hesychia, which means stillness, silence, or tranquility. The practice is deeply rooted in the ascetic and monastic life of the Eastern Orthodox tradition and has a long history that traces back to the early centuries of Christianity. Hesychasm is often associated with the Eastern Orthodox Church's understanding of the spiritual life, emphasizing a deep, experiential encounter with God through prayer, particularly the Jesus Prayer. The origins of hesychasm can be traced back to the early centuries of Christianity. Early Christian ascetics and monks, particularly in the deserts of Egypt, Palestine, and Syria, sought to live a life of radical separation from the world in order to cultivate a closer relationship with God. These early desert fathers, such as Saint Anthony the Great, Saint Pachomius, and Saint Evagrius Ponticus, were the forerunners of the monastic movement and laid the foundation for the development of hesychasm. Their ascetic practices, which included fasting, solitude, and silent prayer, were designed to help the monk rid himself of distractions and develop a pure and focused heart. However, it was not until the 14th century that hesychasm emerged as a distinct mystical practice within Orthodox Christianity. The movement became widely known during the time of Saint Gregory Palamas, a 14th-century monk and theologian, who played a crucial role in articulating and defending hesychasm against theological opposition. At the heart of hesychasm is the belief in the possibility of direct communion with God through prayer and inner stillness. This practice is rooted in the Orthodox Christian understanding of the nature of God, the human soul, and salvation. According to Orthodox theology, human beings were created in the image and likeness of God but became separated from Him through sin. Through Christ's incarnation, death, and resurrection, humanity has the potential to be restored to communion with God. The goal of hesychasm is to experience this restoration and union with God in a direct and personal way. Central to this process is the belief in the possibility of theosis, or deification. Theosis is the process by which a human being, through God's grace, becomes a partaker of the divine nature. This is not a pantheistic belief that humans become God, but rather that through God's uncreated grace, they are united with Him and transformed by His presence. The ultimate aim of the hesychast is to become a vessel of God's grace, experiencing His divine presence and love in a deep and profound way.